Emmanuel Ahamba runs his decade-long branding business in Abuja, Nigeria's capital. He's always sourced over 90% of his raw materials from China. Despite the huge import burden, Emmanuel's options to source locally are quite limited.
The machine parts and everything that has to do with the business, none is sourced here. Everything comes from China. If the textile companies in Kaduna and other parts of the country are ultimately running, you can source those things locally, but they are not working. They are not working. So if you need thread, you can't get it. If you need common yarn that we use, you can't get it. That's what we call gumstay. It's usually sourced locally, but it's not available.
Nigeria's statistics agency reports that the nation spent over $5.2 billion to import raw materials in 2022. That's higher than the $4.6 billion spent in 2021. Meanwhile, Nigeria's raw material exports in 2022 earned about $2.1 billion, leaving a deficit of nearly $3 billion compared to import spending.
And what is wrong is that the enabling environment is not there. And what do you call raw materials? Raw material primarily has a foundation in agriculture, which is where we have a certain comparative economic advantage. The reason we have a deficit, you need to find out, you need to do a diagnostic analysis of why we have that deficit. You have a security challenge with Boko Haram.
The raw material import surge comes amid a tight foreign exchange regime on abating inflation and devaluation of the naira, and it's telling on local businesses and the economy.
If things continue like this, I don't know, we might close business. Because before, at least when we import and manage, cut costs here and there, you can break even. But these days, with all these costs I'm talking about, it's becoming practically impossible to break even.
We need to look at our human resources. A situation where you have not kept your environment comfortably enough. How much of Nigerian do we consume? And what are the policies that actually help?
The Manufacturers Association of Nigeria has lamented the rising import of raw materials. The association believes that continued over-reliance on imported raw materials will negatively affect the nation's economy. Calls are being made for the government to boost security and infrastructure development, resolve the forex crisis, and reduce taxes in order to motivate local manufacturers as well as attract foreign investors.